Hey everybody, it's Fred Rodriguez, and I'm here to do another Yu-Gi-Oh! RPG review, King's Gambit. If you're wondering why I didn't say the episode title, because I kind of forgot the episode's number actually. Sorry about that, I said title. Number. So, I do know it's this episode was definitely needed, and it was. Actually, comment down below what you think of filler / not filler episodes, because this episode was like this, and I thought it was going to be totally action-packed. We're not going to have it stop, but actually we got filler, and then we got some plot, moving the plot as well, so okay, that's pretty cool. So comment down below if you can come up with a name, and I'll use it. Filler / not filler episodes, but also move along the plot. I can't come up with one, so yeah. So anyway, on to the review. We have a lot of stuff in this episode has happened. We have a new ending, opening, new ending, but I'll review the opening and ending later on. And we had the first part was filler, which was needed because when you're starting Yu-Gi-Oh, you pretty much need to watch the first episode to understand everything that's going on or see manga, but that doesn't work. Except I don't know. Manga doesn't usually work in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they kind of have their own stories than the actual anime. So, if you want to ask me in the Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're reading the anime manga saying, wait, which is canon? Is this canon or not canon? I'll be saying, I don't know. The writer has to tell you if it's canon or not canon. But I will say the characters in the manga are canon. Except some of their dueling cards may not be canon. So, watch out for that. Oh, okay, we're getting way off topic, and yeah, filler part was explaining what happened in a single dimension and a little bit of standard, so, which was very needed, and I was happy that they did this. I was wondering when they were about to do this, but they did this in King's Gambit, so I was really happy that they did it. And now with Gene Mitchell Rogers, he actually did something to the chessboard and say, time to activate King's Gambit. And and he said it in an English accent, even though it was Japanese, so it was pretty funny to watch. It's pretty funny to say he said King's Gambit in English. Anyway, so he activated it, and we see that all security has been controlled. Somehow, it's either by hats. Someone said it was by their hats that got controlled, or it's in their brain. So, a lot of theories, and also one theory that actually proves something, and I'll say that in another video as well. So, yeah, he confronts the council, and he tells him that he actually says he's from academia, which we kind of figured, we've been given hints that he was, and he actually meant that he was. And he actually said he doesn't want academia to take over Single Dimension. So, he's a double agent? Wrong! He actually wants to rule the Single Dimension and wanted to be his kingdom. We are not in medieval times, dude. There is some royal monarchy here, but still, you betrayed a professor who could turn people into cars, who have an army, who has a guy who was a perfect 14-year-old warrior who has incredible powers, and everyone in academia knows it, and you're gonna go up against that in your army. You're not gonna get your kingdom, dude. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Roger's not gonna get his kingdom. So after that, he said, I know. He talks to Reggie, say, yeah, I know. You're the professor's son. And he said, I want you to join me. He said, no way, I'm not gonna join some idiot. Which, kudos for him. Then the other part of the, and then we also get to see Sora and Dennis. Which was, I was happy to see Sora, but, you know, he actually has a mission, so. Dennis is off to Academia, so we won't see him until we reach to Academia or he comes back. One of those two. And he says, tell the professor I'm going to get Serena, and I won't come back until I get her. Okay. Dennis says to the professor, saying, prepare the obelisk force, we're gonna prepare the obelisk force, we're gonna attack the single dimension. So, pretty much, Academia is gonna attack the single dimension, but he did say, prepare them, so it's gonna take a while. So, we got a few episodes of peace and calm, until Academia shows up to this single dimension. Then he says, I'm gonna send Yuri with you. And he said, no, you're not. I do not need to work with him. I will capture Yuzu and Serena all by myself, he said. Alright. Just don't fail me. And if you thought that was the end of the episode, you were so wrong. Because we got a picture of the Rogers and the Sergeant, what people are calling him in the anime, so I'm going to call him Sergeant, and telling him that you're going to duel Yuzu. And then it leaves off with him smiling like Joker style, and I show this picture to my friends, and they agree with me that, whoops, can you see it? I don't know if you can see him smiling, so, sorry if you can't see him smiling, but, yeah, we all agree that looks like a rape face. Even though you can't see him smiling, he has Joker wide-eye smile, so it is very creepy. Anyway, that's the end of the review. Like I said, it was a breather to have a filler, one part of the episode be filler, but the other part moving the plot along, so I say, if it was just filler, I wouldn't care. But it was just moving along the plot, I wouldn't care. I would have cared a little bit. But since I did both, I am uneasy to say how I feel about this episode. So I'm gonna say I'm in the middle. Because the filler part was nice because we had them talking, and we haven't had this until Yuzu and Yugioh arrived in the synchro dimension. And they talked about what was going on. So it was nice to have that again. If you just had the whole episode about that, I would have been fine. I think the fans would have been fine too. But since you did both, it's kind of hard to put my opinion on this. So yeah. Comment down below what you think about this episode. What do you think about what do you think about Academia? When you think they're gonna strike? And how do you feel about Rogers and his delusional plan that he has going on, which is going to fail drastically? Okay, so like this video, subscribe, comment, and share this with your friends, and you can follow me on, please subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Google+, Delvin Art, and Wattpad, which I forgot to mention I have Wattpad. So yeah, follow me those 4 places, and have a nice day. Bye guys.